like we've been counting down to the Olympics forever, and now it's just about a day away. As you're watching U.S. athletes compete for the gold here on WMBF News, be sure to keep your eyes open for a woman who works at Murrells Inlet. As WMBF anchor Matthew Norden tells us, she's being called the oldest Olympian. Huh, Matt?
That's right, Michael. Now, before we get to Libby Callahan's amazing story, we've got to talk about the air she'll be breathing as she goes over to Beijing when she makes that trip all the way from South Carolina. This, by the way, is this Bird's Nest Stadium you're going to be hearing a lot about. It's where the opening ceremony will happen on Friday night. Now, the air there is not real good right now, as you can see. The athletes there are really worried about the air that they're breathing. In fact, this was the scene there today. A really dirty scene, almost reminds you of a really, really bad day in Los Angeles. Yet Beijing's Ministry for Environmental Protection was still showing the air pollution index as 88, which counts as a blue sky day, despite the lack of a blue sky. Pollution has been one of the biggest concerns ahead of the games, and organizers have said endurance events could actually be rescheduled to prevent health risks to the athletes. Now, in anticipation of the games, authorities have ordered thousands of cars to stay off the roads, and construction and factory production has been cut. Now, back here at home, there's a woman who works at the Lazy Gator store in Murrells Inlet who's going to be competing in this year's game. Take a look at Libby Callahan. She's not your average Olympian. Libby is 56 years old, and she's going to become America's oldest Olympian ever when she competes in Beijing this month. Her event is called Sport Pistol, so you don't want to mess with Libby.
I guess, you know, it's just a competitive nature that I have, that I always want to do well at something. I don't care what it is.
Now, this is going to be Libby's fourth time competing in the Olympics. By the way, the joke at the Lazy Gator in Murrells Inlet is there's no need to worry about shoplifters with a sharpshooter on staff. In the studio, Matthew Norden, WMBF News, live, local, late break.